How's it going, boys? This is Nathan, otherwise known as Bobby, from the Bad Ideas channel, and today I'll be showing you exactly how we edit our videos in Vegas Pro 14. Now, this is not a beginner tutorial, so I assume you know it's very simple stuff like snipping and muting and soloing tracks. Now let's get right into it. Now, if something went wrong and you don't have all these tracks and stuff like that, you probably want to go to see part 1 where I show you how to record OBS, because you probably did something wrong there. We are going to simply name our tracks first, and that's the first part generally. And the top track you can see here is me, so we're gonna go right away and name mine. The other one's gonna be Jacob, but if you want to see, you can solo the track real quick and see it's Jacob at the top right there. His name and Smite, Peepo Man. So now next we're going to unsolo the track, and we're going to solo these tracks one by one, and we'll see exactly what it is.
Told him I want to see him.
So that's Discord, because obviously my mic is not Zach's there. This is going to be my mic. Jacob, because I already know that, because between like the most active tracks are going to be Discord and mic. The other one's going to be audio, of course. Nothing else that can be. So now we're gonna unsolo this track. Make sure you do that before you scroll down. So Jacob's audio tracks are a bit quieter, so you can drag them out here, and just to see them a bit more, you can see one is this mic and one is this Discord here. And it worked out pretty well. So
No one is.
that's Discord, right? And this is mic, right? Boom. And then this is gonna be audio. Alright, now we have everything sorted out. Now we need to sync up our videos. This is probably the hardest part of the whole operation, but if you have someone scream, I screamed in this case, you need to find it in your mic track. So since it's me screaming, I can't look in my Discord to see me screaming, obviously. So I have to solo my mic track and find out where it is. Now I know for a fact it's one of these. I'll turn this down for your ears. Do you hear that? Ah! Do you hear that? So it's right here, this scream. This is picked up in Discord. The rest of it didn't get picked up. You can hear me babbling about how if they heard it or not. So I simply cut right before it and then delete this track. We can probably get more in there as well. There we go. Okay, so now we're gonna go to Jacob's Discord and find his. Now I probably need to make it even bigger. Probably one of these. Ah! There it is. So we're gonna make it right there. Then we're gonna delete the rest of this track. Now if your video is not doing that, or not, if it's not cutting like that, you need to toggle this before deleting it. And if you're like, oh no, how do I go back? Control Z. And then it'll undo it. Then you can delete it again after selecting this. Okay, so now they're synced up. This is the hardest. That was the hardest part probably. So the rest of it should be a cakewalk. Just simply getting this set up. These video tracks, we are going to create a multi-camera. Sorry. If you don't know what that is, it's very nice. It's a nice thing they included in Vegas Pro, and we will use it here. So simply hold Control, select both of the video tracks that are just your video, the gameplay. Click Tools, Multi-Camera, create Multi-Camera track. Now they're on one track, and now we can get down to business. Now you can see it's only showing me. I'll show you how exactly to go to Jacob's perspective in a second here. We need to get some more stuff out of the way. Discord is completely useless to us. It was only to sync videos. Oh, you can delete the tracks. Now we have mic and mic. We'll drag those together. And then we have the two audios here. Now we are going to figure out whose is whose. We're going to go into some gameplay here. Now let's see my track, and we'll see if this is syncing up with mine. Not good. Yeah, that's mine. So we'll name this Bobby. And then this is going to be Jacob's, obviously. But if you have 4 perspectives, for example, and you're like, oh, how the hell do I tell whose is whose? You can right-click this, click take, and then click Jacob. And then it'll go to Jacob's perspective, and you can solo hit his one, see if it's right. right? There we go. So now, next thing you want to do is test the audio out. Now, obviously, mics are going to be really loud at the start, so you want to turn those down quite a lot. So, be a bit louder than you'd expect, because when you're having a video, you always want it to be louder than quieter, because people can't really control it when it's really quiet. They can turn their headphones up and stuff like that, but there's only a certain amount they can do that. Quietness, they can turn down quite a lot, and they can control it more. So make it louder than you would expect. A 6-star Bacchus. So that's quite loud for me. I think that's fine. This is Jacob's.
6-star.
Probably turn
Dude,
that.
are you really scared of Bacchus? He's just actually no.
So let's turn it like down a little bit more.
I hate him too.
Okay, so now that's completely fine. You can try to sync them up and see like try to make them the same loudness, but right now for the sake of the video, I'm not gonna waste your time with that. Okay, we have audio now. Audio is pretty loosey-goosey, but you want it quieter than the voice. That's probably the best way to do it. So I turned down a little bit. Mine's pretty decent though, I'd say. We're gonna go to Jacob's now. Right click this, go to take, boom, Jacob. I think this could go down a little bit. I think that's good. Okay, so now they are all mastered and their volume's correct. Now we can connect them. The mics we will not touch. We will not connect those. I'll show you why later. So Bobby and Jacob, we're gonna. So one thing to keep in mind. So you right click and click or go to take here, and you see Bobby and Jacob, right? You want them to be in the same organized list. So you want Bobby first and Jacob second. Then you can scroll down here. You can see Bobby's first, Jacob's second. And if you have 4 perspectives, it's the same exact way. You want top from bottom. Now you select both of these. We're gonna create another multi-camera track, and you click yes to that. And now you can see this track was made. You can drag it up to the top here and name it audio. Now if you have to do this, you can name this video. Now we have the mics, video, and audio. And now this is for everyone, right? You're like, how the hell do I change it? I don't want to right click and click take every time. Well, see, this is the nice thing about multi-camera tracks. You can go to Tools, Multi-Camera, and then Enable Multi-Camera Editing. You can see both of ours there. And simply to change them, you click the names. Very easy stuff. And then it'll do the audio as well, but it won't change the mics. And that's an important part, because the mics you always want to be present. Now you can Control Z, right click this, insert video track. Alright, so now we're going to create the names, the overlay, and see whose name it is. Now, first you want to go to Tools, Multi-Camera, and disable Multi-Camera Editing so you can actually see. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go to Titles and Text. You're going to drag it to the start here, and then we'll name this whoever's first. It'll actually be second because we're creating a new video track up here. So the second one's going to be Jacob. So right click, edit media generated, or generated media, and then type in Jacob. Now I like a nice 20-point font, and then I like to use Rockwell. And I'll drag it to the top left here simply like that. And Jacob's color is usually green, so we'll make him a nice dark green. And darker than that probably. Just like that, boom. Maybe drag it out a bit more. There we go. I think it's fine. Now we can copy this with Control C, and then Control V this. Create a copy. And then we can edit this and type my name in. Mine's gonna be red, so I'll drag this up here and do that. Mine could go like that. And if you can't see one of them, you're like, how the hell do we see that? You can solo it, and then make sure that the video is included so you can see the black bars and where you're dragging it, and then you should be good. Alright, so now mine's on top, Jacob's is a second, same exact way how you do this. Make sure it's the same way. Control and click both of those. Go to multi-camera, create multi-camera track. Yes. Okay. So now we have the overlay. Now you want to drag this length all the way to the end of the video. This is a good point to go over here, scroll in, and delete the ends of this. This is simply the so everyone's video, they'll stop recording at different times, and that's what that is. It basically makes it so there's only one perspective at that point. You can't do 2 takes. Okay, so now what you could do is simply mute this track. Go to Tools, Multi-Camera, enable multi-camera editing. Now make sure multi-camera, the edit multi-camera audio with video is ticked. If not, then it will not use the audio as well. So now you can simply just click these, right? And you can change perspectives. And now you see that this is not changing. I'm not sure exactly why it's not changing. Before it worked for me, but maybe I'm doing something wrong here. Oh, okay, I'm going to my perspective here, right? It starts with Jacob's. So you can right click this, click take, and go to Jacob, right? And it's kind of the same situation there. You can do that for every single thing, and that's literally it. Minus the intro and outro music and maybe some, cool edits here and there. This is what we do to edit our videos. And now you can see when we click play, you'll only hear my audio. Go to Jacob's, and you only hear his. And it's so much faster than having to edit an hour video. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We're going on to 12 minutes here. And if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments for me, and I'll try my best to answer them. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video.